Hey everybody, this is Carolyn. And I had to jump on here right quick and tell you about this incredible deal. I was watching actually, and I wish I could tell you her name. Anyway, I just was flipping through and I'd never seen her before. Anyway, she was showing where she'd been to Ollie's and they had paper pads for $1.99. So I paused the video. This is true. I paused the video and went and asked my husband if he wanted to go with me over to Ollie's. And we did. We went there and to another shop. Okay. I picked these up, just little notepads, weekly plan things, $2.99. These are 50 pack of just white paper. It's 59 pounds, 160 GSM. Got two of those. They were $1.99. I wish they would have had more colors, but I do use a lot of white. I like to do these when I want something just mindless to do. And sometimes I'm watching TV or something and I'm just, I don't know. But these are just sticker books and I find them to be a lot of fun. And so these were $8.99, which were still not, that wasn't a real deal on these by any means because I've ordered them off Amazon before, and you can use these little images, which I have some that I plan to use in something else. So anyway, this Park Lane, it says shimmer, but you get a little shimmer, but it's not glittery. If it would have been glittery, it would have been still there, because I just don't like glitter. But this right here, $1.99. But I just got one, of each one. My store didn't have near what her store, I don't know where she was from, but I'm in North Carolina and this is what mine had. And this was the plaids for $1.99. I don't know if y'all can see that. Get this light. But it is, I hated to open them yet because I'm not really ready to use anything. But I mean, junk journals, your art journals, yeah, I mean, so many things. So anyway, then I found this one. It says surfaces, and I liked that one because it was pretty cool looking. They're just one-sided. They're not double-sided. She had some that were double-sided. I didn't have any in my store that were double-sided. But I like some of the look to these. Whoops. I thought these would be cool in an art journal. And this is Park Lane. Didn't Hobby Lobby used to have Park Lane? Now this is the big Mama Jamma one that has, how many? 180 sheets in it. So it is definitely not a heavy cardstock by any means, but I thought it was pretty. And most of the time we're tearing things, or we don't need them that thick, so I've got a couple. I think this is the second one that I've gotten that's just real lightweight, but pretty nonetheless. So I wanted to let y'all in on that because, I mean, she had folders. She had stencils that had like 15 in a pack or 10 in a pack for like, a couple bucks. And it was just, I mean, amazing. Okay, I'm going to show you something. Now, the only thing about showing you this kind of stuff is I don't know if you'll be interested or not, because it's not a store that you have anywhere near you. That it's just a store that we have here, and I can't even remember the name of it. It's just people bring in just old stuff. I mean, it's kind of like a thrift store, basically, is what it is. And they just have barrels of paper and big thing of buttons and material. I mean, it's just loads of stuff. Well, I got this for 50 cents. It says up here at clearance, wherever they were selling it, was $5.50, and then like I said, I got it for 50 cents. I got a ton of books. I thought these were cool to just get some ideas from and then use them as well. Outstanding mini albums, because I want to try a junk journal. Now, I've done mini albums before, so I'm just not done anything that's like just throwing stuff to get, you know. So I think it's going to be a bit of a challenge for me, but I'm looking forward to it because I think that'll just be fun and just be freeing in a way, instead of having to, you know, stick to certain things. So anyway, these were $1.50. Here's one that's Trash to Treasures, which I thought this would be great. You know, I thought that was cool. How they made the bowl out of paper. I mean, you know, so some of this in here, I just wanted to read some of these. I'll probably hang on to these for a while. Just to see how you do all kinds of different things. So, and it probably even shows you, yeah, paper casting and stuff. So, I thought this was very, very cool. Again, this one was $1.50. I got two more. Complete book of paper craft. I mean, it's just showing you all kinds of paper craft. Neat ideas. So I thought I would use this to come up with, you know, I mean, you could copy it. You could just come up with your own idea for it. I don't know. No, I don't. But I found Henny Penny, which I just thought was cute. And I thought, well, this would be cute just to try something, a little junk journal like, or even a composition book, which would be fun. I could chew on this and other poems by dogs. I just thought it was cute. Again, I like the size of this little book, and I thought that some of the imagery in here was so cute that, you know, I'm sure I would use it somewhere. And the poems as well. So I'm sure I'll read through that one too. This one, again, it was more for just the book. And I forgot to tell you, some of these were only a quarter. That one was $2. That poetry was high written right there. But anyway, this one, I like the old pages that are in here. I don't know what year it was written, but anyway, it's just, oh, it's from an old school is what it's from. But anyway, I liked it, so I got that one. I like the pages in here. I like the font. It was in here. I don't know. There was something about this one, and it was kind of yellowed, and so I like that with the pages. The Perfect Smile. I saw this, and I don't know what it was about it, but there again, it just caught my eye. And there's nothing. I'll probably read over it and see what it's about, but it's I guess it was just black and white, and it caught my eye. 50 cents. They had a whole lot of National Geographics. They were 50 cents. These are from when? July 1985. This is August of 1985. Thought they were cool, so picked those up. This one, I just thought this book was, I mean, look at this book. You know, this one will probably hurt me, kind of take it apart. But yeah, because it's just, I don't know. I don't even know when it was. I didn't say right here. Maybe it will inside. But I thought this one was so cool. Let me see if I can find a date in here. Oh, first printing was in 1971, so I mean, it's pretty old, but still. I just loved it. I loved all the little, look at that. I mean, love it. I have architects in my family and engineers and architects, and so they're just, this writing to me just brings back a whole lot of, they write so well. They're all of them block. When you get a card, you can about tell, you know it's from one of the 3 or 4 because it's all blocked writing. It's perfect. So, and I love this, having all the, you know, the alphabets in here in different fonts. So, I thought this one was a really good steal, you know. This one I think was, yeah, it was $2.50. Okay, that's all the books I got. I got enough books, I do believe. Then they had barrels, I mean big barrels, full of, they had, oh gosh, they had barrels full of the, you know, sewing, these, what do you call them, pattern books and stuff. I don't know how, I didn't need to pick that one up, but I just picked up a couple of little pieces that were in the barrel. I liked some of these pages. I don't know why I tend to be drawn to something that's kind of like this. So these were just, they weigh them and it's by the ounce when you get up there. So it was just different little pages. And I saw, of course, if I see music paper, I'm going to pick it up. Love music sheets. I saw this was in there, and is that not the most precious little thing? And it does have, let me not, when were they born? 1945. August 24th, 1945. They weighed 9 pounds and 14 ounces. Wow. But, oh, that's so precious. Oh. I didn't know it had that inside. I didn't know that. I saw this, and we used to have a Basset Hound a good while ago, and I don't know. I just saw these, and I just picked them up. They're just, you know, out of the book. These, I saw these, and I guess they come maybe from carpet or something. I don't know. But what I wanted them for was for, I wanted these for your binding of a book. You could use these, and that would work well for binding. Or you can use material, whatever. And I did pick up, they had these squares, just all different, you know, these are for curtains or what have you. I don't know. They had these different ones. I don't know why I got this one. I'm not really sure. Oh, I did like that one because it was kind of all different, muted. These were, some of them were $1, some of them were 50 cents. So I just picked up some of these, and I'm going to wash these up. And I thought these would make good on a binding as well. So these, yeah, these were hanging up. They were 25 cents. So maybe these were all 50 cents. I don't know. But they had these hanging up. So got those. And I got this one because I love green. And I like duck cloth, that kind of thing. This isn't. I mean, it's got a little bit of a print to it. I don't know. And then this, just for journal supply stuff. My last thing I picked up was they had a big barrel of buttons. I mean, they are safe there. I see a safety pin in there. I mean, it was just wire back buttons I see in there. Just every kind of button you can imagine. I think they were 50 cents a scoop. So I've got 2 scoops of buttons. And I've got a jar that's just got brown ones or something in it, I think. So anyway, I thought these would come in handy to put. You could use those in a journal too. So anyway, that is my damage today. I asked my husband, I said, well, did you enjoy going? And he said, no. And I said, well, because he was on the couch when I went and asked him. And I said, well, I guess you should have just stayed on the couch and I could have gone by myself. Because there was a couple, I really wanted to go by Hobby Lobby, but I knew he did not want to go in Hobby Lobby. He didn't like to go in any of those stores. So I didn't even, even though it was right across the street, I didn't even say a word. I just thought, I just better go on home. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this, all this different kinds of stuff that I picked up, and gonna see what I can come up with at some point. I've still got to get doing some more of my Dutch doors and stuff like that. I've got some orders coming in. You know, things are just taking longer to get to us. So, and with the holiday as well. So, you know, I've got some things ordered though that I can't wait to play with that. So, I hope you have a great rest of the weekend, and I'll see you real soon. Take care. Bye-bye.